Gems, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Gems, you guys got a lot of cards, so we're just gonna start. You've got the Dead End and the Bardo, the Temple and the Storm, the Mentor and Anima Mundi, the Heart and the Gem. I love when you guys get the gem in your reads because, just. All right, gems. Well, shit. I guess we're going to start with the Storm and the Temple, the Dead End, and the Bardo. Because I feel like there's like a whole story here. But you were at an impasse. Or not really, because you were stuck. But you were having a really difficult time understanding, like, why am I stuck? Like, what is the issue? Why can't I move forward? I'm honoring what I'm supposed to honor. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Gems, for a while, over the past year, I want to say, maybe longer, I don't know. But I feel like for the past minute, for my gems, there's just been this idea of like, I'm loyal, I'm loyal, I'm loyal. And somebody in your life being like, loyal to what exactly? Like, tell me how that makes sense to you when you just step back and you look at it as a human being. You know what I mean? Get your head out of your ass. Um, but I feel like, well, I mean, maybe that is a little harsh, and I don't mean it like it to be like shitty. I just mean like, come on, get your head out of your ass with love. Gems. And I do love you, and I do think that you have been, I think, exploring that, because how does a gem make sense of an emotion if not to analyze it? You know what I mean? And to like acquire information from all the different people. And I feel like as you've acquired different information from all of the people, you've really had to like question, what is it exactly that I'm loyal to, and why is it that I'm loyal to that? Because I felt really stuck in it. Because I felt, I don't know, I just feel like this restriction, like I couldn't breathe. But I think that you're coming out of this, and obviously these are general reads, and I know it's been a while, and I love you guys so much, and I'm so sorry. you know I'm here now, yay. Thanks for being here too. But anyways, the Mentor and Anima Mundi, I mean, I feel like there's just kind of this idea of someone showing you the way. But here's the thing with, like, I feel like there's just almost this like this ticking of perspectives. This feels very similar to the Capricorn read. So you could have Capricorn in your chart or be dealing with a Capricorn, but just like this ticking of the different perspectives. But I feel like as you tick up the line of perspectives and you accumulate information from each of these ticks, then you're able to like move forward from this like illuminated state of understanding. So, I mean, I don't know if you've had somebody who's kind of like been with you through the ticks, I or if you've had a number of people who've kind of mentored you along the way, because I feel like for a lot of my gems, it's not just one person, right? Like what Gemini mind could be limited to one person? That's absurd. You know what I mean? But I think you're understanding that now, and I feel like in part of that understanding, like that, like taking that a step further, I would say it's that you've accumulated enough information to really know what it is that you actually value and where it is that your heart actually I just want to say belongs. I don't know. I just feel like this, like my heart belongs here, you know? It feels very dramatic. Um, but like beautiful. Like it's beautiful to know when, with your heart, you know, that that's the right direction for you to go in. And I just, maybe you guys are feeling affected by all this water energy that is happening. Water energy, I mean, any energy, any, whether it's fire energy, air energy, water energy, earth energy, if you have all of one type of energy, it can be very overpowering. And I say this because there's a lot of water energy right now, and it can be very overpowering to a Gemini, but like it can be a positive thing, right? It can be a positive thing to allow your emotions to wash over you, to like remind yourself that you can feel again. You know, I mean, there's like this sense of like I'm allowed to value this, and I know that I'm allowed to value this because I've accumulated enough information to know where the value is and how to, you know, like call that into me, you know, create that for myself. Um, Gems. Okay. It's a good read. It's a good read. Let's see. Still Gale Force wins. It's been interesting. Okay. Gems. The Chariot. Is it the only card that flipped? Oh my word. Yep, it is. The Chariot. I mean, that's major moves because your heart, that's the direction your heart wants to go. That's what you truly value. That's what you are just like losing yourself in this moment. You know, I don't know. I just feel lost in for a lot of my gems, I don't know. I think you guys could be getting into a relationship because I just feel like lost in this bubble of love. But it doesn't have to be a relationship, you know. Um, I mean, it can be obviously like maybe you and your spouse have been, you know, having some like issues and you're working it out, you know, and you're feeling rejuvenated by that. Um, but it could also be that you're, you know, like you're diving into a passion project and you are just like losing yourself in it and you're lost in the bubble of it and you're moving in a direction that's very far from and different from the one that left you feeling like you were stuck in this dead end mentality, this dead end job, this dead end relationship, this dead end neighborhood, this dead end group of friends, whatever, however it resonates for you. It's ending, you know, or it has ended. I feel like some of you might currently be in transition. Oh, I did that backwards. That's okay. Okay. This is like you were like, okay, no more talking. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You know, for some of my gems, I feel like there's a sense of like you're doing something that somebody mocked you for. Like somebody mocked you for that. Like they made you feel kind of fun, kind of dumb about it. I don't know. Like if you were, like say there was a career that you really liked and you were like with somebody who was like, oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's not realistic. Oh, that's da 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 da. So you never did it, and you never did it, and you never did it because you're like, well, this person doesn't really think I should. They don't really believe in me. If they don't believe in me, then nobody believes in me. And, kind of a like an Eeyore vibe, and I can be very specific to somebody here. But now that person isn't there to like belittle everything that you're doing. So you just feel like you want to lose yourself in it because you've just been, I think, restricted emotionally from moving in a direction that really called to you. So when you do move, you move big because you've been steady, ready to move. Gems, I love you guys so much. I have missed you. I do love my air signs, you guys. Gems. Damn, y'all are not getting a lot of cards from these decks. Okay. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Life Renewed. Well, whatever it is, Gems, I feel like you feel like that water rushing over you, that like sense of renewal and this readiness to go. Like you've been waiting. You've been ready, like ready to go. Steady, ready to move. Steady, ready to move. That's going to be the title. you know? And I think that's what you're doing, but you have had a little bit of trepidation around it for whatever reason, but I feel like that reason has been like this outside energy that has kind of like naysayed you a little bit, like get the fuck out of here. Oh, I love it. Gems. You guys are so cute. Okay. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. Damn. Okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So we have Death and the Hermit and the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. So that dead end there that was at the beginning, just revisiting it. All that feeling like you couldn't win for losing, like trying to please people, but can't please everyone. And when you try to, you end up getting fucked in the end, and having to really understand why and how and what that means in terms of the directions that you want to take moving forward. But you have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. And I love this, Gems, because I do feel like there's a sense of partnership here that holds with it this sense of like security, but like emotional security and wisdom, because I feel like part of the way that you have felt, like part of your experience, I think you felt a little bit like you were talking to an impetulant child, you know? But I feel like you were having two different conversations with someone because you weren't, I don't even think that you were talking about the same things. You know what I mean? And there wasn't, and when you go back through these perspectives, right? I love it. So when you go back through these perspectives, for whatever reason, there does seem to be a sense of understanding how all things and like interconnectivity of all things, interconnectivity down to the minute details, interconnectivity down to self-awareness of reaction and judgment. Um, and oftentimes, dare I say, the privilege of taking such a stance that is so limited of others' perspectives, you know. Um, but I just feel like you're understanding that. And when you understand that, I just feel like I don't know, I feel like this opening up. So I've been working I've been working with a personal trainer, and on God, like most intuitive person on the face of this planet, but he had me do these like heart opening exercises. And I feel like I can breathe more deeply than I have been able to breathe in months. The body really and truly, just like, it's so important that we take care of ourselves, even in, you know, the worst of circumstances. It's so important to practice, you know, discernment about our physical health and our mental health and our spiritual well-being. You know, we gotta check in with ourselves and be present in our bodies. And you know, just a little PSA, I guess. I don't know why I'm sharing that. I don't know, because I feel like you feel opened up. You feel present in your body. Like you can take a deep breath and think with a clear mind, you know, and I think without fear of a limited perspective that was very skewed and just not speaking the same language as you know, like, and I think in terms of language, and this is a very Gemini thing to do, honestly, but I love my gems. You know, that's part of the reason y'all entertain me so much. But, but like true to the Gemini form, you wanna test people. You know what I mean? You wanna test. You wanna get a reaction. You wanna let them expose themselves. But sometimes you get exposed in that process. You know, um, and then you have to stop and think about what criticism was I, you know, did I feel like I was dealing with an impetulant child, or was I behaving like an impetulant child? You know, like, you know, and like, and what is it like, and what is loyalty in terms of impetulance? How can loyalty be connected to impetulance? And how is it that your sense of loyalty has been connected to a sense of impetulance? However that plays out for you. You know, God knows. I mean, that could go from political to religious to like financial to like whatever, you know, truly. But I don't know. I think that that's all changing for you. I think that you're feeling open. I think that you are disrobing from that sense of impetulance. Because again, I think that like that dead end that you were experiencing was this limited sense of loyalty that left you feeling like you were lacking all of the necessary information to make like a sound decision. But for some reason that required you to like do something you weren't supposed to do. However that resonates for you. But when you were doing something that you weren't supposed to do, I think it was helping you to free yourself from this like this false sense of identity that was really just leaving you feeling limited. And I think when you do that, like there's just like a sense of freedom that you experience from this that opens up your heart space, and allows for you to breathe. um, Gems, let's do one more card and we'll call it a read. I mean, this has been a really good read, like truly. I'm so happy for that. I think you're moving in positive directions and the energy is shifting for you too. Everybody's energy is shifting. I love that. The eternal child. Well, yeah, because it's kind of that juxtaposition between impetulance and insatiable curiosity. Right? Because a kid is like, hey, is it safe? Like, can I try again? I don't know. Like I want to, like a kid just doesn't just stop, versus, a kid who's like, like there is a difference. There is a difference. And I think that there's been a shift, right? And gnosis, deeper inner knowing, cyclical learning, seeing patterns, recognizing patterns. And I think for whatever reason, asking enough questions, gleaning enough insight from enough of the sources, even if they were sources that other people wouldn't allow you to cite, you knew that you needed all of those sources to create the whole picture, to have a full understanding. So that's what you did. And that was freeing for you. It's freed you. And I love that. Gems. Hells to the yeah. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so sorry it's been a while, but things are happening and I don't know. I'm like, I feel good about it, So we'll see. But thank you again for being here with me. If this did resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.